While farmers, producers, consumers, and investors are always keeping a close eye on the corn and soybean markets, nobody keeps a closer watch than the local grain elevator manager. This person is constantly buying and selling grain at prices that change by the minute. Quad County Grain is located on the southeast side of Oskaloosa. Ag reporter John Hoffman went to the source where the dollars and cents are sorted out.
Inside Quad County Grain, crops are tested for quality, and manager Mark Rempe keeps a pulse on the market.
Starting at 9:15, I'm watching one of these two computer screens.
And with the growing global market, prices can change by the second.
When the tsunami came out, that news hit the market. You know, corn went down probably a penny a second for several seconds, and I happened to be watching it on the BlackBerry. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and at that time didn't know what had happened, you know. We've also programmed other things that affect our markets, like crude oil price. Right here is up.
Also, a weak dollar, short crop supply, increased foreign demand, inflation, ethanol production, and the Russian wheat crop are all affecting prices. Even with the ups and downs, prices are at record highs, and that means handling more money at the elevator.
Each time we make a grain settlement, the dollar amount, you know, is just twice as big as it would have been for the same amount of grain a year ago. So we have to borrow a lot more money to operate our business like we normally do.
As for farmers cashing crops in,
it means bigger profits for grain farmers. It means higher input costs for the livestock farmers who use the same grain.
As for consumers, ISU ag economist Bob Wells is estimating a 4% price increase at the grocery store.
Now, it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but remember, that's for the basic staples that we all use. You know, that's for bread, that's for milk, that's for meat.
With 30 years experience, Rempe had this to say going forward.
The producers in the United States are responding to these high prices, and they're putting a lot of acres of corn and beans and wheat and everything they possibly can. They're putting into these crops to produce big crops, and ultimately that will, or normally does, bring the prices down.
For CRI Weekly News, I'm John Hoffman.
Thanks, John. As of Friday morning, the price of corn is $7.71 a bushel, up $4.42 from this time last year. Price of soybeans is $13.72 a bushel, up $4.52 from this time last year.